Hari Om Tat Sat.
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 Please get ready for the Shanti part. Take few moments to settle down in a meditation asana. Hands in the mudra of your choice. Eyes gently closed. For some time, be totally comfortable in the sitting posture. Bring the whole body in a state of total relaxation. Now, for some time, just connect with your breathing. Allow the breathing to relax your body further. Now, slowly bring your attention to your Hridayakash and there visualize the image of your Guru. Focusing there, we shall chant mantra Om 3 times, followed by Shanti mantras repeated after me. Inhale deeply. Sahanau bhunaktu.
Sahanau bhunaktu.
Sahaviryam karavavahai.
Sahaviryam karavavahai.
Tejasvinavadhitamastu.
Tejasvinavadhitamastu.
Ma vidvishavahai.
Ma vidvishavahai.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Harihi Om.
Harihi Om.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
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 Guru Stotram. Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha. Guru Sakshat Param Brahma. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sthavaram Jangamam Vyaptam Yat Kinchit Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Chinmayam Vyapitam Sarvam Trailokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sarvashruti Shiroratna Virajita Padambujaha Vedantambuja Suryaya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Chaitanyam Shashvatam Shantam Vyomatitam Niranjanaha Bindunada Kalatitaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jnana Shakti Samarudhaha Tatwamala Vibhushitaha Bhukti Mukti Pradata Cha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Aneka Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidahine Atmajnana Pradanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shoshanam Bhava Sindhoscha Gyapanam Sara Sampadaha Guror Padodakam Samyak Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Na guroradhikam tattvam na guroradhikam tapaha tattva jnanat param nasti tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mannatha Shri Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguruhu Madatma Sarvabhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gururadiranaadischa Guru Paramadevatam Guru Parataram Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dhyanamulam Gurormurtihi Pujamulam Gurorpadam Mantramulam Gurorvakyam Mokshamulam Gurorkripa Mokshamulam Gurorkripa Mokshamulam Gurorkripa. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
We had a lovely day at the ashram today in the first half. The Guru Tatwa is very palpable and the day was full of smiles, devotion and gratitude. We'll continue that bhava and sentiment with the satsang with Swamiji, Swamadharma Kirti ji, and we invite her to please grace us.
Louder. Little louder. Yes, sir.
Krishna. When you get older, the body doesn't obey you like it used to. It's a good thing because then we stop worrying about the bodies and we look at something different. So, if you can see this picture here, and then I can tell you a little about it later. I'll read it out for those who can't see. In the Upanishads, philosophical texts from around 800 BC, I would say before that also, Om is described as the sound of the universe and the essence of the Supreme Spirit, Brahman. It represents the interconnectedness of all existence. So keep that in your mind, and I'll be going into it a little briefly here and there. It's not going to be a very heavy philosophical talk, but something that we should know because we are all here gathered and we have come for Guru Purnima. And for Guru Purnima, we've come because we want to be grateful to the Guru. We want to be happy that we have got the chance of learning something that makes our life less of a suffering and a little more joyful and healthy, right? So when Swamiji used to say, Swami Satyananda used to say, don't come to the ashram like a social do. You know, not like, don't come like in a club where you go meet everybody and say, hey, I haven't seen you for so many days. What have you been doing? What a lovely sari you're wearing. Where did you get this shirt from? You know, that is not what an ashram is for. It's for something that we need to go deep within ourselves. And we won't get such a chance because if you have a guru, then that guru is standing with you. The guru becomes the ladder for you. He says, put one step on me, put another step on me, I'm taking you there. So if we give that up and we look at all the little things on the ground, then we lose out the chance of the benefit of the punya, the blessing of having a guru and an ashram that could be authentic and which becomes like a bridge for us. So what I wanted to say first is, I'll come to this Akhanda Mandalakaram at the end because it has to make sense. So I'll tell you a little story about the Guru Gita itself. This is found in the Skanda Purana. And it has about 351 or so verses. And this is a samvada, a conversation between Shiva and Parvati. So Parvati, what is the conversation? She is asking him a question and he answers. And the entire thing is the Guru Gita. So what is she asking him? She is saying, how does one achieve liberation? So we all say liberation, moksha, liberation, moksha. Liberation from what? From our ordinary way, some people would say liberation from poverty. I wish I had a lot of money. And the rich man will say, I wish I was a little poorer because the tax man is standing on my shoulder. Right? Or you say, I wish I was more beautiful, so beautiful that everybody will look at me. And the most beautiful woman would say, woman or man would say, I wish I were not quite so beautiful. It's a nuisance to have people hankering after me. So whatever we are looking for in the world outside, due to our ideas that we have, we are never really satisfied. Everybody has their problems. You go to whether it is Ratan Tata, whether it's Elon Musk, whether it is Biden, Trump, Modi, anybody in power, position, wealth, everybody has their own difficulties. So nobody is happy. So when you say liberation, we are talking at our level of liberation from the suffering. And liberation from what suffering? From the suffering that we have because we are running after things that are temporary. You see, beauty is not permanent. You can see how many cosmetic industries are prospering because of the cosmetic industry. But how long will that survive for each person? The man might make money. But for the person from the age of 16 or 17 or 18 till they are 50 or so, then what? Where does that beauty stay? Where does that cosmetic stay? So, we are going around running after different things, imagining that something is going to stay permanently. Not only that it gives us pleasure, we don't think it will give us pleasure today, it will be gone in 10 years. If we thought like that, we won't bother. But we think that something is there and it will be there permanently. So this happens because there is an energy called Maya. Maya as illusion, we have to understand what Maya is, what an illusion is in this concept. Now, supposing I like somebody very much, any of you, and you say you're coming to the ashram today. So I'm looking forward very deeply for you coming. Something happens and you're not able to come. Then I feel disappointed that you haven't come. And I start imagining, and there will be people around me who will say, I wonder why she didn't come. I wonder why he didn't come. Then somebody will say, maybe he's not well. Then you say, oh, I know somebody also who is not well. Somebody had been out in the rain and then they became sick. And then I know somebody had a brain fever. Then immediately we imagine that friend of ours may have had something like that. We worry, right? Then in the evening, that friend phones you up in the night. 2-3 hours you have been worried. And the friend phones you up and says, I could not come because the car had no petrol. Something simple. Now those 3 hours you have spent worrying and imagining, and you have been living on your imagination. This is called illusion. That is not the reality there. The reality, he said he'll come, he could not come, petrol was not there. But you have spent so much of time imagining and suffering. This is called an illusion. So people think an illusion means something, the world is not there. It's not like that. Everything is there as it is. But we have a certain imagination which makes us believe that everything is permanent. Not even though we know. Supposing you have somebody who is a marathon race runner and he's always coming first. Then when he has to go for the race, when he's getting ready for it, even he can be in anxiety. Everybody knows he's going to win hands down. Even he knows. But he will be a little in anxiety. Why? Because the anxiety is part of what Maya does. That energy of the Supreme Consciousness, which is called Mahamaya, is what makes us think something is other than what it really is. And that is what creates suffering. So, she asks him, how do we achieve liberation? We are thinking of liberation from suffering, from sorrow. And she says, initiate me into the knowledge of Guru. We have come here for Guru Purnima, so I thought this would be a good thing. So, Shiva answers, he describes 3 things. One is he describes the Guru Tatwa, what it is. Then he tells her about the proper ways of worshipping the Guru. We all say, we come here, we do namaskar, we light the lamp. But what is real worship all about? So that is the second thing. And the third thing, the benefits of chanting Guru Gita. So, and Devi asks, by what means can an embodied soul become one with Brahman? Now the word for Brahman means that which is constantly expanding, never comes less. That Brihad, goes on and on and on. It's Brihad is Brahman. It's also called Atma. We sometimes when we read books, we are talking about the Jivatma, our Atma. But in the Vedic texts and Upanishads, the supreme consciousness is also called Atma. It is also called Paramatma. It is called Parameshwara. That is, Ishvara comes from the word Isha. Isha means to govern. You can govern something only which you are in control of, no? So this Parameshwara is in control of the entire universes. Why? Because he creates it. And he just doesn't create it, he transforms himself into the universe. So it is he in the universe. Now you are the universe, I am the universe, this carpet is the universe. Everything is the universe. It's only Maya that prevents us from seeing it like that. So he can, if the Supreme Consciousness wants, he can make this carpet turn upside down. He can bring a wind that can push you from where you are sitting. He can put this off and make the thing go, the current go. Many, many things. He can stop my mouth from talking. But what we do when something happens, we will say, oh, okay, baby, because the electricity is not there, maybe we didn't put it properly, which is a good thing for our individual life. But we must not stick to that ideology alone. It is nice to put our energy into something, work hard and do something for ourselves. But at the same time, he says, keep in mind that there is a higher power that is ordaining what you are supposed to do. So never fall for the small powers that you may get along the way. So this is what Shiva says. And she says, what is the method? How can one go there? Because we are all trying various things. We are not reaching there. So Shiva says, connection with the Guru is the highest form of sadhana. He doesn't say do asana, do pranayama, go to the forest and practice meditation. That he doesn't say any of that. He says make a connection with the Guru first. When you make a connection with the Guru, he will take care of everything else. Later I'll tell you what is Guru itself. So there are two words in the religious spiritual tradition, in every religion, everywhere. The two words, and it will come again and again, transcendent and immanent. What is transcendent? Transcendent means something, some state that cannot be grasped, that cannot be perceived, that cannot be experienced by humanity. As humans, we cannot understand it. For example, if you see an ant going after a sugar thing, you tell the ant, why do you want to take this path? You can go like that and take it. It is easier, no? Does the ant understand? Even if you know ant language, it will not understand because its evolution is only that much. It doesn't have the brain caliber that a human being has. But we must not forget that we have the highest caliber. There are beings even beyond us who have greater brain caliber. And even they cannot understand. So transcendent means that which humanity's experience cannot understand. And what is immanent? Immanent means that same ununderstandable supreme becomes everything and gets into everything. He is in me, in you, in this space. There is nowhere where he is not. We say he and she only for understanding. It is neither a male nor a female. We call it Tat in Sanskrit. Tat means that. That consciousness. It is in you, it is in me, it is in this flask here, it is in the table, it is in all the space around. So that is why it's very strange that we are living with it all the time, but we don't see it. At the same time, if we try to see it, you cannot see it as an object. It has no name or no form. So we cannot see it if you try to see it also, because our eyes, our brains are limited. We can only see, hear, touch, taste, that much. Beyond that is a certain different quality of intuition. And this is the transcendent and immanent that I want to tell you. In brief, I'll come to that a little later. So, there is a story in the Kena Upanishad where the Devatas and the Asuras. You know Devatas and Asuras, we all know, no? Devatas are the positive thoughts, words, situations. Asuras are the negative thoughts, words, experiences. We all have Devatas and Asuras within us. Whenever you see a Purana where a god is coming, an avatar is coming and killing the Asuras and bringing you up, that is a Guru Tatvam that is removing the negativity in you and helping you to come up on the right path. That is what the war in all Puranas is about. So, you have the stories of the Devatas and the Asuras having a fight, and the Devatas win anyway. So after they win, what they do is, they become so happy about having won, and in the happiness they start becoming proud, and in the pride they start becoming arrogant. So they walk around saying that each one says, I'm the one responsible. You know, that day I saw that man and I killed him. None of you saw him. I'm the person who did it. So each one is saying that. You will find this in ashrams also, because you will find one person in an ashram saying, my guru is the best. Somebody else will say, no, better than you is my guru. You see how this happens when you start, your guru is the best for you. But you can't say, this is an element of arrogance, this is negativity. Because we are thinking my, it is not about the guru, it's about my that is important there. The emphasis is on my guru. So my, I and my are the things that make us proud and arrogant. So these, when they were going on like this, the supreme consciousness of Brahman thought to himself, these people are going well, they have won the war, but they must have a little humility also, because otherwise how will they go further? You see, Guru is always interested that you go higher. So he takes the form of a yaksha. A yaksha is a semi-divine being. And when they see the light and the yaksha shining in one place, all these gods get together. Now, who are the gods? We have to see it from the original point. In the Purusha Suktam, you will find that in the beginning there was nothing. Everything was darkness. Everything was one whole consciousness. That consciousness decided that I will become many, and he becomes many. Okay? That is called the Bhagavat Sankalpa. That Bhagavat Sankalpa is Agni. That is why they call Agni as Purohita. That is, he is in front. The Purohit going in front, he is the Agni. The same Agni is within us also. When we are aspiring for God, for something higher, that flame is burning. That is what is lit by the human guru within us. Okay, so this is Agni. Then you have the idea that as and when the Guru created the Supreme Consciousness, transformed himself into many, he divided into many. And as he transformed, he started breathing out. And when he breathed out, all the creations started breathing in. When the creations were breathing out, he breathes in. This is there in every religion in the world. If you go to the Christian religion, Christianity, they will say, and God said that I am making man out of dust, and having made him out of dust, I breathed my air, my breath into him, and he became alive. You will find it in Islam, where they say, Bismillahir-Rahman-ir-Rahim. What does it mean? Bismillah, the great Allah. Allah is what they call Paramatma, what you call. And what is Bismillah? And Bismillah, Ir-Rahman, Ir-Rahim. Ir-Rahman means the compassionate one. How is he showing his compassion? Rahim is the beneficial one. How is he showing that? By breathing out, he is giving you the breath, he is making you alive. That is a compassion. Beneficial means as you breathe out, he is taking you within himself. Because you are the breath, no? If you don't have the breath, you just matter, body. A dead body is a dead body without breath, without life. So this is there in every religion in the world. Why I say this again and again in many places is, there is no need to fight over religions. The only reason we do it is because we are ignorant of our own religion, each of us. So it is time now that everyone understand our religion, then you understand somebody else's religion also. So what does the Guru do now? So these people go to the Yaksha. I forget that, I left it. And they ask this, when they go to the Yaksha, first they said, we will all not go together, we'll send one by one. Then they send Agni. He's the first, no? So Agni goes there and Yaksha says, who are you? Agni says, don't you know me? I'm Jatavedas. Jatavedas means one who can, I might bend up and down, depending on my back. So he said, Jatavedas is one who knows what was there in the beginning, what is there now, and what will happen later also. He knows whatever is born. Because he is the aspiration, the Agni within us that God has put in, so we become different people and we live. So he says, so you're so great, then do one thing for me. I'm keeping a blade of grass here. Can you just burn it for me, the Yaksha says. So Agni tries to burn it. He pushes all his energy, his heat, all his tapas shakti, everything he puts it, but the grass doesn't move an inch. Then he feels very humble and he goes back. And when he goes back, the others ask him, what happened? What did he say? Oh, nothing very much. I just spoke to him and came back. So you see, he's telling a lie, which is something we will all do at times. I just want you to know that people making mistakes are only making mistakes due to ignorance. We are not bad. Please remember that nobody is bad. So then, next they send Vayu. Vayu is the breath of the Supreme. So Vayu goes there and Vayu says, I've come here, you don't know me. I can make a ship sink because of my power of the wind. I can uproot trees. I can uproot buildings. So the Yaksha says, oh, okay, I didn't know you were so great. So here I am placing a blade of grass. Can you please blow it away? Just a little bit. So Vayu blows and blows and blows, and then it doesn't move. So Vayu also goes back defeated. Then what do they do? See, the other thing is we have to remember when you say Agni, Vayu, these are energies that are called Devatas. They are the energies of the Supreme Consciousness that have come in for the sake of creation. So that is why we call everything in this country, everything is called a Devata. This is called a Devata. Book is called a Devata. The Bhumi is called a Devata. Carpet is called a Devata because we believe that everything is pervaded by the Supreme Consciousness. Every water flowing is a Mata, Devata, river. Stone is a Devata. So it doesn't matter. Everything is pervaded by God. So then they say to themselves that these senses are not able to handle it. Let us send the king of the sense organs. Who's the king of the sense organs? The mind. The intelligent mind is what tells the eyes, look at that side, somebody is going. It tells the mouth, go and taste that food, it's nice. Otherwise we won't know, we'll just be going. You get the smell of some, say, masala dosa, then what happens? The nose will be told by the mind, turn that side. So we'll turn that side. That's how we get attached. So they say, Indra, let him go, because we have all failed in that. Indra comes from the word Ind, which means to inspire, to make something move. This is not the Indra of the Puranas, where we see him making mistakes and we laugh about Indra and his. The Indra of the Vedas is different altogether. It means the enlightened mind. So Indra goes and this Yaksha is standing there and the Yaksha disappears and in his place is a very beautiful lady. So Indra asks, who are you? And she says, I am Uma. I want you to remember this. I am Uma, she says. And then he comes back. The meaning of Uma, if you turn the Uma backwards, what does it become? Om, Uma, Om. Uma is the Shakti that leads you to Om. She is the Shakti of the Parabrahman, the Parabrahma Swarupini, she is called. And this is how they give you little rahasyas and stories in the Puranas and everything. So they are saying, follow the Shakti, the power of Parabrahman, so that you reach the Brahman. And that is why they say when you go to Om, Uma will lead you to Om, then you meditate on Om. You meditate on Om, you reach the source of where the Om vibration started. So this is the story, and here they say, Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. That is, where words cannot express. You have experienced something, words cannot express, and the mind cannot fathom it, because this something has to be of an intuitive capacity. And that intuition doesn't come unless the mind is deconditioned of everything it has gone through. You see, we all go through many lifetimes. There are about 8,000,000.53 species or something like that in life, or 80.53 or something. Life has started from each of those. We go through each of these births again and again and again till we reach the human birth. And then beyond that, it goes on. It's like a journey with one Atma. That Atma, the Jivatma, is given to us when we are first created. That Jivatma carries us from one body to another without letting us go. According to the karmas we create, and supervised by the divine spiritual energy. So we are not dropped anywhere in the middle. We never go backwards. We are constantly moving forwards. This is the Supreme Consciousness that is walking with us. So what is the Supreme Consciousness? It's an unbroken, indivisible consciousness which can never be divided into something else. There is only one. And this is what every religion says, there is only one God. Only thing is we fight whether my God is better than your God, which I have seen. I'm sure you must have seen children in the school saying, oh, my father has got an Audi, so what, my father has got a Benz. You see, the same thing. Otherwise, it's the same one. We call that one by different names in different places and climates and geopolitical areas, depending upon which prophet come, which person it was revealed, and they come and say it in their language. But there is really no difference. So, what is the Guru Tatwa itself? Now he is saying. The human figure of the Guru is not the Guru, is not the Guru Tatwa. You look at Swami Niranjan, that is not the Guru. The spirit in him is the Guru, not the figure, because his figure will change. You say, oh, my Guru has grown so old, the Guru is looking so young and handsome, Guru is wearing orange today he is wearing yellow. It doesn't matter, because he must be laughing inside. The Guru is not the body, the Guru is not the mind. The Guru is a spirit inside. And the Guru Tatwa, that is a supreme consciousness, borrows from that human Guru, man or woman, human Guru, borrows his flesh and bones, that is his form, to enter into, and borrows his wisdom to be able to communicate to the people who are searching. So this we have to really understand. While the Guru can, at his heart, he might have reached a level at which he thinks, Aham Brahmasmi, I am the same consciousness. He has experienced it. But he remains outside as his human personality, identity, doing everything like everybody else. So when you go to an ashram to meet a Guru, don't look at what he is eating, what he is wearing, what chappal he is wearing. Is he wearing a chappal or not? Is he having a garland or not? Is he smiling at you or not? These things are not important at all. Go to him knowing that the Guru Tatwa is within him for me at that time, because I am seeking the truth. I am not looking at the body that is changing. I am not looking at the mind that is changing. You go with that sense of search, and the Guru Tatwa will come to you through the human Guru. Why? Because the human Guru is the voice of the Guru Tatwa. If you do not have a Guru, you cannot make that quantum jump from the mind to intuition. That is why sometimes when we go to the Guru can treat us very harshly at times. The Guru is not always very pleasant and nice and say, how are you? That's not it. Sometimes a Guru can be very harsh. Why is that Guru harsh like that? Because he is giving you an opportunity to drop your rational mind. When you drop the rational mind, you jump into another dimension, a higher mind. I'll give you an example. At one time, many, many years ago, Swami Satyananda had come here to Bangalore. And some of us were in the group to water the plants. We had a small little garden, another ashram. And he said, now water the plants, he said, and he went inside. And we all got up to water as usual. And suddenly it started raining heavily. We were all so happy. We all sat back and we said, thank God we don't have to go and water the plants. And we started our own little gossip. And suddenly Swamiji comes at the back. He said, I thought I asked you all to go and water the plants. One of us said, Swamiji, but it's raining heavily. He said, I told you to water the plants. You obey the Guru. You don't analyze the Guru. You don't judge the Guru. You don't use your brain, because analysis, judging, all this comes from the mind, no? We have to go beyond the mind. Transcendental means going beyond something that the mind can understand. So you don't judge, you don't analyze, you simply obey. And in that obeying, we go through pain, we go through happiness, all this comes because all these need to be shed. Why does pain and happiness and sadness and anger and fear come? Because we have impressions over the many lifetimes we have had, not only in this birth. If you look at the dark and you send a child out, a very innocent child will go and come. But a little older, you get the child is afraid of the darkness, no? It is not only in this Janma. Many, many lifetimes we have been afraid of the darkness. It becomes an impression. When something becomes a very strong impression and you can't get rid of it, you carry it into the next lifetime to deal with it. That is called a vasana. Vasana means a fragrance, something that happened some time ago. The fragrance still stays even though the situation is not there. Now, a vasana will create a reaction in you in circumstances in life. So somebody is grown up afraid of the father figure. Maybe his father is strict, or maybe before that he was strict. Then he goes to IT industry, is working. His boss comes inside, and the boss is not a very complimentary man always. Not everybody is the same. Have you done that work? Why you could have done it better? And he goes off. Now this boy gets upset and disappointed. Why is the boss always picking on me? Boss is not picking on him. The vasana creates the illusion in him that this boss, who is older than him, like a father figure, is out to give him an unpleasant time. You understand this? So we react. We are not able to respond to a situation. But the Guru wants you to reach a point. This is the compassion of the Guru. The Guru wants you to reach a point where you are not reacting to him, but you are responding to him. He says, jump down from this story to this story. It has happened before. If you have faith, jump, nothing will happen. If you don't have faith, you'll break your leg. So it's a question of faith. That's why Swamiji always used to say, all a disciple needs is absolute faith and trust. Because you are not looking at that Guru as a person who is teaching you. You are looking at the Guru as an instrument, a nimittam of a higher energy flowing through him to you to take you along the way and be like a bridge between the Jivatma and the Paramatma. So this is what we have to understand about the Guru Tatwa, which uses a human vehicle, and it won't use any human vehicle. It has to be a purified body. So if your Guru is authentic and he is purified of all vasanas, then he gets the vision of something greater. And then out of his compassion, he comes back to take you to that point and show it to you also. And how does this compassion come? Because he sees that this supreme consciousness is not only there, it is in everybody, because all pervading, no? We say immanent. That means in everything he is there. So when he is teaching you, he is saying, I am there in that person, so let me teach myself there. Let me remove the darkness. So this is how the Guru teaches, and this is the Guru Tatwa that Shiva talks about. And then he says that the Guru Shiva appropriates the Swarupa, the form of the human master, whom we call Guru. And when the disciple, when you make a connection with that human Guru, you immediately get a connection with the Guru Tatwa. That is the power of the human Guru. Because the Guru has the same consciousness as a Parabrahman, but in another limited sense. He doesn't create another world. But there are Gurus who have created different worlds like Vishwamitra. You can go to that level. The point is, how limited are we? You can see a huge ocean. It can say, I can sink a ship. You take a cup of water from the ocean. It has got the same properties, no? So can that glass of water sink a ship? It can't. But it is still having the same qualities like the salt, all the qualities. But when this glass of water is poured into the ocean, it becomes the ocean. It can sink a ship. So it's the same way we have to realize that we have the same qualities that the divine has, because we are fragments of the divine. So we cannot go around saying that we are gurus and we are gods. We can't do that. That is arrogance. That is ignorance. But when you know this, that you say, okay, he and I are the same, but let me go towards him because he is my completion. Then you find a guru. When you have that real, authentic search, asteyam, they say, honesty, integrity, then the human guru will come into your life, because the Paramaguru, the Paramatma, will, through this human guru, take you with him. Okay? So that is something. And then how does the initiation happen? The real initiation. Many people go for initiation. Thousands will go sometimes, and the guru will give a mantra. Does everybody become a mystic? No. One here and there will get the receptivity. How does that happen? Because the guru sitting there, the human, the man, the person who is a guru, through the influence of the Guru Tatwa which is within him, will know which being out there is receptive. I remember Swami Satyananda going to Australia many, many years ago, 20, 30 years ago, and he said, hundreds of people have come to see me, but I have come just for one person. He never named that person. So they come like that, and many people will come. Everybody will get something. It doesn't mean everybody goes empty-handed, but everybody doesn't get the first prize in a running race, no? But everybody gets some takeaway. So then the guru, the real initiation is when the guru, who is saturated with the Guru Tatwa at that moment of initiation, takes the consciousness of that person who is completely receptive at that moment into himself. It is like he takes that consciousness, he becomes like a mother, like a womb, taking that consciousness. Then he will take a drop of his consciousness with the Guru Tatwa and put it into that consciousness which he has taken from the disciple. Then he puts it back into the disciple, and the Guru Tatwa is awakened in the disciple. Now the disciple has to do his own work. Now you'll wonder, how can somebody take somebody else's consciousness and work on it? Think of it in a simple sense. You have got one person. He's very angry. So there are 50 people sitting in a tea shop and eating and drinking, talking about various things. So this one man starts standing on the podium and he starts saying, you know what is happening? The government is taking you for a ride. Then everybody drops their tea and coffee and they turn around and listen, right? And then he will say, we all have to fight against this. We have to resist this that is happening because they are damaging us. We should go and set fire to their houses. We should go and throw stones. In a minute, that mob's consciousness has been taken over by that man. A mob can go and throw stones, right? A single man in that mob will not have the guts to go and throw stones or set fire. But the collective consciousness can be taken over by one person who is a leader, who has that power. It might be a good power, bad power. But it can be done, and gurus do it in a quite a different manner because they are completely impartial. They are not there to help you to gain power or wealth or also be an excuse for their own dreams of being powerful or having a big crowd or nothing. They are absolutely impartial, they are simple, they are innocent, they are good in the real meaning. And they are with the truth. So what is the supreme consciousness is what is called the truth, Sat. Ekam Sat we say, no? Hari Om Tat Sat. What is the Sat means the truth. And what does truth mean here? It is not fact. Is it the truth I'm sitting here? No. It is a fact that I'm sitting here. What is the truth? The truth is described as something that was always there. It is there now and it will always be there. That is only the divine. That supreme consciousness was always there. It is there now. It will continue after another pralaya. It will come back again. That is called the truth. And if you can align in harmony with that truth, then you say, Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari means that which pulls you towards itself, where you are not able to resist it. So you see, sometimes you are doing some things and somewhere you are pulled in another direction. You find yourself going in another direction. And you tell yourself, somehow I knew it was not the right thing, but I'm not able to do it, so I'm going in the right direction. This is being in harmony with the Guru. And gurus, the human guru will always take you to that point where you are not able to resist that something that is pulling you from inside. That is Hari. What is Hari is Om. Om is the first vibration, the name we give to Hari. Hari Om Tat, that. Sat, that is the truth. Which is the truth? The Omkar vibration, which is the beginning, the source of all creation, and comes from the Hari or your own inner pulling that you are not able to resist. So, that is one thing I wanted to tell you. Then, at my age, I have to make notes, otherwise I'll forget. I'll forget if I'm given a stipulated time. If you don't give me a time limit, I can talk any amount. So what I'm talking is only points from the notes, but I'm talking to you. So then, the method that Shiva says to Parvati, he says, Guru Murtim Smare Nityam. Comes now in the Guru Gita. Always reflect on the Guru. So how do you constantly think of the Guru? You think, okay, I'm thinking of the Guru, then I have to think of the rice I have to buy for the house, then my son is coming, I don't know if he has done his homework. This is how it comes, no? So when that irresistible something takes hold of you, that Guru takes hold of you, then what happens? You go on thinking about the Guru. Even if you see your son not doing homework, you'll, oh, but Swamiji said I should not push the child beyond the limit. So let me be nice and make him. So actually when you're seeing your son not doing homework, you're remembering the Guru. I have to buy rice in the shop for the family. You remember last time when I went to Monger, Swamiji gave me a little bit of rice and said, keep it in your house and add it to the rice. It will be very auspicious. Or akshata that you use. Triggers memory. Constantly the Guru comes to your mind, whatever you're doing. So this goes on and on. It's like when you're in love with somebody when you're very young. Imagine if you're in love with somebody I don't know how many of you have gone through that, but anyway, what happens is, if before you have come together, you're constantly thinking about that person. You see a color that somebody is wearing and say, oh, this person was wearing that shirt or that color sari. Some song is coming. That time we sat in the movie and listened, that was the song we were talking about. Now it's not the song or the sari, it is that person who is in your mind, right? In the same way, if the Guru comes into your mind, whatever you look at in the universe, anywhere around, you'll remember the Guru. I have a tree standing in front of my house. Every morning I go and bow to the tree. It's a people tree. It was a small little thing. I took it and put it in the pot and then in the ground. Now it's become a huge big tree. And at times children will come, pull its branches, go, and I'll be watching it, and then the people will come and put rubbish on it. Then I have to get the woman to come and clear it and go. But this will stand in the rain, in the storm, firmly. And then I will say, this is like the Guru. This is where my mind goes. Guru will be there. Now some people will spit on him, some people will be nasty to him, some people will pour water to him, some people will worship, but he's like that tree and he's a protector. So like that, if you're thinking of the Guru, if the Guru means so much to you, then it's not a technique. It just happens spontaneously. So Shiva will say, when such a meditation happens about the Guru, the disciple forgets about sensory pleasures. You're not thinking how lovely that is. Oh, Guru, when I went to the ashram, they gave me gajar ka halwa. It was very nice. Why was it so nice? Because the Guru was sitting there. Swamiji was also eating it. So that gajar halwa reminds you of Guru. This is meditation. Meditation is not always sitting, closing your eyes 1 hour, listen to Om, practice Om. That is technique. That is an aid. That's a help for us. But real meditation, dhyan, comes from devotion. You have to go on letting your love grow and grow and grow, and that when that love within you grows, what happens? You don't need to control your senses or your mind, because everything is there only with the Guru. So why nothing bothers you? You say, go somewhere, you like eating something, oh, it's very nice. I wish I could give it to Guru, or I had it with my Guru. Something like that. Some reminder will come. That is the beauty of the brain. So Shiva says, there is no need to control your senses or to mind to achieve pratyahara. Even the Kundalini awakens on her own. Chitta vritti nirodha, as Patanjali says, pranayama, pratyahara, all occur on their own when meditation on the Guru happens. That doesn't mean we are saying asana is no use, pranayama. It is useful, because unless we do it, we will not experience what we are meant to experience. Then you say you do so much of pranayama, and then you start feeling good. You say, I'm so peaceful. When I'm anxious, I'm able to control my breath. So the breath makes me feel peaceful, right? So we have to do, because we at one level, we have to do what we are at that level. We cannot do what the great rishis are doing. When we do it and we feel peaceful and we feel helpful, we feel happy, we'll say, how nice, this is what he taught me. You'll tell your friends, go to this ashram, they are teaching you this, it makes you feel good, right? Then you become a teacher, you teach that. You go higher. And what does the Guru do? Guru Tatwa is introduced into you by initiation. Then the Guru says, watch your breath. When you're simply sitting, simply watch your breath. Comes and goes. What is this breath that is coming and going, keeping you alive? Remember I told you, the divine breathes out, you are breathing in. You are breathing out, the divine is breathing in. God is coming into you with every breath. God is going out to you with every breath. That is why the breath by itself, we don't say it. It says, Hamsa, so hum. I am she, that energy, I am that power, look at me. This is the closest you can come in our level to the divine. So when you do the Hamsa mantra, or so hum, it is called the Mahaprasada mantra. Why? God is giving you that prasada. You know, when you take prasad in the ashram or temple, you say how nice it is. Now when you understand that this breathing in and out is God coming in and out, in and out. The energy of that breath is coming in, going out, and as it comes in, it unites with the consciousness that is watching it, the witnessing. The witnessing comes through the consciousness. The supreme consciousness means that light which makes you see your thought, your feelings, your witnessing, that is consciousness. And so when this energy comes in and meets the consciousness, you will see in the Saundarya Lahari, we say the first stanza, Shiva Shaktyo Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shakta Prabhavitam. That is what it is. Shiva and Shakti are meeting inside you. So when you see that, think of your breath with that idea, and you will see how much more beautiful it is than sitting and counting 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. But that 2, 4, 6 is necessary. It's like teaching a child to walk. The child will fall. Again you slip. Then the child becomes a marathon runner. He thoroughly enjoys the running. Running becomes his devata. So like that, God gives us out of His compassion many small things that the Guru Tatwa comes in and sits and says, now watch this, watch this. Simply close your eyes, watch your breath. You will see people like Ramana Maharshi and people like that, even Swamijis. And many people just sitting there, and you will think, people will say, why is he sitting doing nothing? He's doing something. It's not that he's doing nothing. He's constantly having communion with Shiva and Shakti. You will see the Shankaracharyas, for example, in Sringeri. People will be talking, they'll talk to them, they'll say, very nice, I bless you, everything good. They are saying it with full awareness, but inside this, they are constantly watching the Shiva Shakti constantly. And the Guru is trying to take you to that place, you and me. When I say you, I mean me. To that place where we can also enjoy and bring the love of seeing what we are getting. It's not easy. You go to an ashram, you go to a temple, you want to see God, but here is God right here. That is what they say, pervading everything. We can't say we have not seen Him because He's everywhere. We can't say we have seen Him because you can't give it a form. You can't give it a name or a form. So it's something you can see and you can't see at the same time. That is why they say you have to understand that you can't use your logic. How can it be when I don't see it? How can I be? I'm seeing it but nothing is happening. This is logic. You have to jump beyond the logic into the intuitive revelation that will come, and that comes only through the human Guru. So, who is the deity of the Guru Gita? You see, every mantra has got a rishi. We always say Rishiyaha. Why do we keep our hand? This is the nyasa that people do before chanting. You know, Bhagavan Veda Vyasa Rishihi. And you keep it on the head. That means his feet are on your head. He has stepped on your head, meaning that these feet, these are precious feet that have walked on the path of Brahman. All over. That feet is putting the dust of that feet on our head. That means it is telling you, look, I am giving you this mantra. Then you say chandas, and you keep it near your mouth. Ushnik chandas, anushtuk chandas. Why? Because that meter is important. That is what keeps a certain rhythm, and the rhythm has a certain power. Then you say the devata of the devata is in your heart. So again you come to Guru Murtim Smare Nityam. Remember the form of the Guru. Always think of the form. It is your Ishta Devata. Whatever you are thinking of all the time becomes your Ishta Devata. If you are thinking of the Guru all the time, the Guru is your Ishta Devata. If you are thinking of your bank account all the time, how much money I will make, where I will make, from who I will make, has the stocks and show. There are people who sit, I know, in my own family, they'll sit and keep watching the television morning till evening on the computer, which stocks are going up, which stocks are going down. You must have seen people like that. Now that stock exchange becomes the Ishta Devata. You're thinking always about money, the money becomes your Ishta Devata. So we have to be very careful. We can't say my Ishta Devata is Guru and then you go and you're always thinking about money. Then you'll end up going to ashram and you will be praying, Swamiji, please give me a lot of money, which is nothing compared to what you can ask him. He has got a whole treasure with him. He's giving you himself, literally. So, Guru Nama Sada Japet. Constantly repeat the name of the Guru. What is the name of the Guru? Not some people will say, I'm going on saying Swami Satyananda, Swami Satyananda, Swami Satyananda, Rama, 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 because I like Rama very much. They have nothing to do with what you like or not like. It's a name of the Bhagavan or Guru is Omkar or Soham. Soham is what he is coming and saying continuously. When you go on doing Soham, Soham, Hamsa, Soham, Soham, Hamsa, it goes on changing. Certain syllables get moved out, it becomes Om. When you remove the Sa and the Ha, it becomes Om. That is a sound your breath will be making, and you follow that breath. And you follow that sound, and you're not doing it, not this body and this mind. It is the Guru Tatwa in you that has awakened your Atma, which is one with him. This is what you will find when you find Jesus washing the feet of the disciples before the Last Supper. What does it mean? He's washing the feet because he's purifying the feet that are going to walk on the path that he has walked. Why do we do Pada Puja for Gurus? Because we are saying, please let me wash your feet and take some of that water and use it for the head or drinking or whatever you want to do. You're cleaning the feet, hoping that the dust of that feet, which has walked on the way, brahmacharya, towards the Parabrahman, towards highest, I'm going to walk with you on the same path. You may decide to walk or not decide, but once he gets you, he will make you walk with him. That is a compassion of the Guru. You don't have to worry about that. And then, Guru Ragyam Prakurvita, always follow the Guru's commands, whatever he says. You may not understand it logically or reasonably, but just do it. That will help you not to understand that job. It will help you to get rid of your ego. I think it must be done like that. How many of us say? Even in the house, you have quarrels sometimes. I say it must be done like that. Somebody will say, no, it should be done the other way. There will be a fight. So this, give up the ego. It's not, I may not always be right. There is something that is higher than me which is right. Let me follow that right. So your bhakti for the Guru also comes there. Gurur Anyanna Bhavaye. Think of nothing else but the Guru. This is the method that Shiva is telling to Devi. She says, tell me the method how to get Guru Tatwa. And he's telling her, first get a Guru, and when you get the Guru, do this. Then you don't bother about anything, because as you do this, you will find things getting better and better. Even in hardship, you will find there are people. In the old days, you would have even people from the servant class having that faith. Now, even very highly educated people do not have much of that faith. You have faith, but you don't have trust. I know a lady who was working nearby. Her husband was an alcoholic. He used to beat her up very badly, and one time he even locked her up in the house for 3 days. She had no food. The neighbors had to come and release her, and then she went out, and then he happily died of alcohol, and then she left behind a whole lot of debts which she had to pay. So she took a menial job. I met her. I said, how are you going to handle this? She said, apart from what salary I get working, I have also got a chit fund that I'm putting money in. Slowly, slowly, I'll take from that to pay the debt. One fine day, she came and she said, you know what? The man who was doing the chit fund business, he ran away with all the money. I was so horrified on her sake. I said, what will you do now? She started laughing. I said, you're laughing. It's such a difficult thing. She said, what, ma? Money came yesterday. It is not there. Before that, I never had the money. He will give, he will take. That's it. Now, that is faith. We have to have that faith in anything. We have become a bit spoiled in life because not that getting something good is bad. That's not bad. Getting something good, you have earned it. Your punya, you've got it. But let us not think that that is the only thing. It will be permanent and get addicted to that. If you are addicted to anything, be addicted to the Guru and the Guru Tatwa, because that is permanent. So, coming to the end, have I got 15 minutes? I always overtalk, I know that. We are coming to the first verse that is written there. Akhanda Mandalakaram vyaptam mena characharam tatpadam darshitam mena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are saying this all the time, no? What does it mean? So let us go word by word. Akhanda. Akhanda means the entire mass of consciousness, the supreme consciousness, which is unbroken, undifferentiated, unfragmented, not bound by time. It's timeless, it's infinite. It was always there, it will always be there. And it's called transcendent. It's called Atma, Paramatma, Mahavishnu, Parashiva, many names. Parameshwara, Brahman. Shiva, why? Not because he is a person with a moon, half a moon on his head and snake sitting. That is not Shiva. Shiva means auspiciousness. So that consciousness which is auspicious is called Shiva. That consciousness which gives us Ananda, bliss, is called Shankara. So these are the words that they use to explain what this supreme consciousness is all about. When this supreme consciousness emanates, breathes out, millions and millions of universes are created out of the pores of his body. So you can imagine the might of that Brahman. Now we think we are not able to understand it at all because we think it is so big. We have the earth and we have a solar system. There are infinite number of solar systems in a galaxy. There are infinite galaxies in the universe. There are infinite universes with infinite galaxies. So you can imagine that consciousness which has created all this and transformed. How can we understand? We cannot understand it, but that is what it is. That is what they are saying, Akhanda. Cannot be broken. Mandalakaram. Mandala means a circle. In time there is a mandala. 48 days is a mandala. Why? Because every nakshatra goes round and comes one circle through. So when people tell you to do a puja or something or a chant, they'll say do it for 48 days. Sometimes you must have heard it. That's because this is a mandala of time. Now there is another picture. Can you see that? Let's cross. That the divine is a mandala. Infinite mandala. We cannot find the circumference or the beginning or the end. And how it brings on it becomes the universe and it gives it life by bringing prana into it. And how does the prana come? It's like this. This is only a way of explaining. The prana can be centripetal going backwards, the previous one. Or it can be nadi, the prana coming out. So the entire universes, in all the galaxies, in all the universes, has prana coming out from the Supreme. That is what gives it life and takes it back. That is a mandala. Now, when you go, you are looking at a person sitting there. You are a mandala. Your guru is a mandala. And in this energy, there are pathways that go in and out through everything around. And you will see a circle around this person, right? That is a mandala. Why is that circle? Because up till there, all the energies that is there keeping alive, the prana from the divine is there up till that point. So if you go home and you take a Rudraksha, for example, take it over the head of some child in your house who is not afraid. Hold it like this and don't think of anything. Just see it turning round and round and round. It will come in a clockwise direction. You walk as it goes on going clockwise, you walk around the child. It can be an adult also. Go to one particular point, it will stop that turning. That means your aura, we call it aura, it is still that point. That aura means the pranic energy is there up till that point for you as a Jivatma. Now what we are trying to do in spiritual life, try to move into the aura of the spiritual energy of the Guru, who has the Guru Tatwa, who is in connection with everybody. So all the auras together become one aura. Imagine you, me, all of us, our energies are together. What can we achieve? But if we have our thoughts only on something small, like having a big business or something like that, that much we'll achieve. That will be good. But it won't be permanent. So if we increase and increase, expand and move into the aura of the Guru will take you, because a Guru will have many, many infinite number of beings in infinite universes. Don't think that your Guru is only taking care of you and me and somebody. That Guru's body is being used by the Guru Tatwa to go into multiple universes to help multiple created beings to reach a certain height for the harmony of the entire universes. So this is the mandala I wanted to show you. And it's like a web actually, like a spider's web. No, it all comes from one source. It is taken back like a spider takes it all back into himself. So that is the mandala, that Akhanda Mandalakaram. That is, many mandalas are made, but they are not broken. It is one unbroken consciousness making many mandalas. They look separate because they have different forms, but the consciousness in them is not divided. It is the same consciousness in everything. That Vyaptam ena characharam, it pervades into anything that is moving and not moving. This is not moving. It is in it also. You are listening, I am talking, we are moving. It is in us. It is in this when it's not working. It's in it when it's not working also. That's why they say Akasha. Sometimes they refer to the Paramatma as Akasha, not just as space. Akasha comes from the word Akashyate iti Akasha. That which shines. Kashya is shining. Akashyate, Kashyapa Rishi, comes from the same word. That shining Rishi. Incidentally, Kashyapa is the name of the Rishi who removed water from an area, and that became the valley of Kashmir, which is named after him. So, Akashyate is Akasha, space. So, he is that space within everything, inside, outside, everywhere. Vyaptam ena characharam, he pervades everything. That is why he is called Mahavishnu. Vishnu means that which is vasana in something, no? Living in something, pervading something. Mahavishnu means pervading everything. So there is no need to worry what is a Shiva and Vishnu and Brahma. They are different gods. How many gods do we have? They are not different gods. They are names of different qualities of Brahman, the one supreme. So there is no need to have a fight there also. When the Guru creates that path for you to go, you see the Guru Tatwa, he becomes Brahma inside you. Then he sustains it. Even if you leave the Guru and go away, even if you are nasty to him and go away, he still holds on to you because he has taken you on the path. That is sustaining. That is Vishnu. And when the time comes, he removes all your negativity and helps you to reach the highest point. That is Shiva, which is called the dissolver. You know, there is a small story, I might end soon. There is a story about Putana. Putana was a Rakshashi who was chosen by a Kamsa, a Rakshasha. Rakshasha means a very violent, aggressive being, to kill Krishna when Krishna was a baby. This Putana had a system where she would spread poison on her breast and she would allow children to suckle, and they'll die because of the poisonous milk. Now, Putana means na Putaha. Pu means the Pavitra, the sacred, the pure. Na Putaha, she is not pure. That is why her name is Na Putaha, Putana. And she comes on Chaturdashi day. All these are little secrets there. What is Chaturdashi? 14. No? Dasha and Chatur. 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas, and 4 Buddhi, Manas, Ahamkar, Chitta. Where these 14 are together, there will be no purity. You have to allow them to go and restrain them. So that restrain them, if you can't restrain them, turn them towards the Guru. Turn them towards the divine that you believe in. You say, I'm helpless, I can't help it, you take over, I've surrendered to you. Where the 14 are there, then there is no purity. So this is what is meant by Putana coming on Chaturdashi day. And she comes and she sees this beautiful child, and she tells the mother, Yashoda, she says, can I carry this child for a little while? You know, in villages and all, people come, everybody can carry a child. She takes the child and she walks a little further, and then she comes like a beautiful woman. Because something that is harmful can come looking very beautiful. Have you heard of people becoming drug addicts? You take a drug and you feel good for that time. This is how Putana comes. And then you get addicted, then your brain is damaged, then you die. A cigarette, it's so pleasant to smoke, right? I suppose so. The people who smoke tell me that. They said, it's the only thing I can relax when I'm in tension. So it's beautiful woman. It's coming there, it's saying, take me, I'll make you happy, I'll give you peace. This is Putana. So Rakshasas can take beautiful forms. So she takes the baby and she goes, and the baby starts suckling the milk from her, and she thinks he's going to drop down and die. He sucks the poison out of her, and suddenly she feels a terrible pain. So she says, stop it, stop it. He's not stopping, he's going on suckling. She says, leave me, let me go. And this kid says, my mother never taught me to let go. Whenever she takes me anywhere, she says, hold tight. So these stories are to show you a guru is like that. No matter what you do, once a guru has accepted you, there is no such thing as a good disciple or a bad disciple. You're a disciple or you're not. If you're a disciple, he will not let you go. No matter what you do, he will be holding on. He'll wait to see you playing all the jokes that you are doing, getting into trouble, coming out of it, and he's waiting in his own time, and he'll be there with you lifetime after lifetime, because he is the Guru Tatwa, and the Guru Tatwa is the supreme Atman within you. Okay, so that is where we have to learn. Once we know that, the faith comes. And what are we saying here? Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tat Padam Darshitam Ena. To let me see this. Padam means a stage, a place. Which Padam? I can sit here, I can sit there, I can sit on the roof. Which place? The highest Padam. The highest Padam is the place where the Guru is sitting, or the Supreme Consciousness is sitting. They say Vishnu Padam, Vaishnavites will say, no? Vaikuntha Padam. So wherever the highest Padam is, where the Guru is, the Guru Tattvam, and where the divine consciousness is, you go there. How do you go there? Because this human Guru has taken you there and shown you by breaking down your ego and your mind and giving you a chance to make a quantum leap into an intuitive state, which is beyond the mind. And then he says, now look, it's there, revelation. So he says, so this Akhanda Mandalakaram says, it means to that Guru who through revelatory understanding, through the intuitive revelation, shows me the grand might of the Supreme Consciousness, which pervades in everything around me and lets me understand I too am a part of it, and I am drawn to that Supreme without being able to stop myself. This is what you are saying when you say Akhanda Mandalakaram. So you have to think of all this when you say that. So this is where I'm going to stop. If I have time, I'll say one more story. There was a disciple called Shvetaketu. His father was a very great, Shvetaketu himself later became a very great rishi. He is the one who did a lot of, he's the one who organized the rituals and gave the meanings of what should be done and when in all the Vedic scriptures. You'll be surprised, he is the one who also wrote the Kama Shastra, which was abridged and abridged and abridged, and many years later Vatsyayana was called the person who wrote the Kama Sutra, but the original was Kama Shastra was written by Shvetaketu. Anyway, when Shvetaketu was a student, his father sent him, father's name was Aruni. He sent him off to go to a teacher and learn everything. So he went to the Gurukul like they did those days, and he came back, and his father looked through the window and he saw him walking, and he immediately knew this fellow was proud. He had not learned humility. You will see in our teachers' training we have a scarf which says Vidyam Dadati Vinayam. The more you know, the more humble you are, because you know there's so much more. I know only those little. If you don't know much, then you will say, okay, I know everything. So this boy was coming. The way he walked, the father knew he hadn't learned. So father called him and he sent him to another guru to learn. That guru was a king. He also taught him for so many years, and the boy came back little better. But when he came, the father said, okay, you know about everything that you can see, everything you can hear is a science, everything you can understand. But do you know what you cannot see, what you cannot hear, and what you do not understand? The boy said, no. And see the mild pride still there. He said, my gurus did not teach me because maybe they also did not know. It comes so subtly, you have to be so careful. Then the guru said, this father who is a teacher, said, bring me a seed, any seed. This is a seed, a small seed. You cut that seed. He says, can you see the tree in the seed? He says, no, I can't see. But if you had put it for germination, it would have become a tree, no? If you put a mango seed, it becomes a mango tree. It doesn't give you jackfruits. Now, where is the tree? You're saying a tree comes out of it. You can't see the tree. Where is it? Then he says it's something that today we might say genetic, but much greater than that. It's like a programming. It's a power that will tell you, a power when you're a baby, it will tell the baby and it will tell the mother when your child is in the womb, at this number of weeks, you get the heart. This number of weeks, you get a brain. This number of weeks, you get the genitals to be a boy or a girl. What is the power that is telling it? Energy. That energy is the Brahman, he'll say. And he'll say, you are that Shvetaketu. Tatwamasi Shvetaketu. Go to that power behind everything else. Don't look at just what you see on the outside. That is what you don't see, what you don't hear. And this person, Aruni, his father, he had gone to his guru called Daumya. This is the last story. Don't get tired. And Daumya told him that they were all students there. He was a little dull compared to other students. So other students would always make fun of him a little bit because he didn't know like them. So one day the guru said, suddenly it started raining heavily, and the guru had kept a catchment place so water will not flood into the field and make it rot. So he called everybody and he said, hey, one of you go, he calls him also, Aruni, you go and see, because Aruni's son is Aruna. Aruna, go quickly and see and stop the field from flooding, because he has made an embankment, a ford like. Go and see it is not. So this boy goes, it's night time. They're all young boys. So the boy goes there and he sees that the embankment has already broken. Ford. Now he thinks, oh my God, my guru's fields are going to get flooded in the night. So how to prevent it? He lies down there and with his body he becomes the embankment. He prevents the water from coming. Guru is asking everybody in the night, where is Aruna? Then he says, we don't know, you sent him, he went in the night and he didn't come back. So the Guru searches for him with the disciples in the morning. And he says, Aruni, where are you? Where are you? And then he says, I'm here. They hear the voice. And the Guru and the disciples go and see, what are you doing in the water and mud? He says, the ford was broken. I had to prevent water coming into your field. So I lay down and kept my body there. The Guru was so impressed with the devotion of the disciple, he called him Daumya. And what does Daumya means? One who is lifted. Just in that act of devotion, all the Vedas and Upanishads that the Guru knew flowed into that disciple. So that is why they say, Guru Revam, Guru Kripa Moksham is Guru's Kripa. That is, Guru has this Guru Tattvam within him. But he cannot, it's not that he is choosing one student or another. He cannot give it to somebody irresponsible to handle it. It's like giving a nuclear power to somebody, So you have to see this person is pure, that is selfless, devoted to everybody, sees the divine in everything around. He knows the divine is in every, he is not going to harm anybody. And he is going to use it wisely. Then it goes automatically to him by the power of the Supreme Consciousness. So this is the meaning overall about the Akhanda Mandalakaram. Hari Om Tat Sat. So, shall we chant Om?
We have some Kirtan, Swamiji.
Okay, and then we chant Om.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Swamiji, for this
See,
small,
every time I
beautiful
talk to
stories.
somebody, I'm talking to myself also. Otherwise I can forget, It can be a concept.
But very insightful stories, Swamiji, to make us understand Guru Tattva. So now we will have some Kirtans.
The words of the Kirtan are Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे Shri Gurave Namaha.
The words of the Kirtan are Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda. Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya
Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Guru 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 Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam 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 Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Guru Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Guru 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 Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam 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 Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
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 Jaya Guru Jaya He 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 Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyam 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 Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Guru 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 Jaya He Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyananda.
Jaya Satyananda. Jai Ho.
Jai Guru.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya. Jai Ho.
Sit quietly for some time and feel the vibrations of the Kirtan. Feel the positivity within and around you. Now slowly shift your awareness to the eyebrow center, Bhrumadhya. Visualize a bright and still candle flame at the eyebrow center. Keeping the awareness on this flame, we shall chant Om 3 times followed by the Shanti mantra. Breathe in deeply for Om chanting. Shanti mantra all together. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya, sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanat mrityormukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.
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 Now we shall proceed for Pradakshina and Prasad.